Hey everyone, welcome to this, my fourth video in an 8-part series that is all about effective communication for leaders. In the first video, I talked about why I'm making this series in the first place, and it really comes down to one daunting or even embarrassing statistic about how employees feel about how their leaders are as communicators. Check out that video because the statistic is not good and you'll understand why I'm doing this series. The second video was all about something called the huddle and how you can really make an impact on your employees by organizing this weekly structure and listening intently. The third video was about public speaking and the skills that are necessary in order to earn the confidence of those you are leading. And this video is for anyone who is in a management position in an office or a director or really leading any group of people. Heck, even if you're not a leader but you hope to be a leader one day, one really effective tip, and this might be the shortest video in the series, is to walk around the office. Now, some of you may be watching this during the COVID global pandemic time of not working in an office, or perhaps you're a virtual leader where you lead people remotely, and that's okay. I'm going to share a tip at the end of this video that relates to you. But for those of you who are used to going to an office environment and seeing the coworkers that you work with on a regular basis, it is so important for leaders to take the time every single day and go around the office and chat to people, not about work, not about deadlines, not about expectations on getting something done. Those conversations happen organically anyways. The goal of this is every morning to check in and see how people are doing. The best leaders I have worked with are so good at doing this every single day. Perhaps they grab their morning cup of coffee and they do a quick loop. It doesn't take that much time. I mean, if you work in a company with like 500 employees, I get it. That might be a little bit difficult. You have to scale this within reason. But if you work in a company that even has 20 other coworkers or employees, going around and just popping by for a couple minutes each and asking people how their day's going, how their morning's going so far, what they did the previous weekend, if they have any plans coming up, how their significant other is doing, how their family is doing. These conversations may seem insignificant, but really when it boils down to it, these are the types of things that affect whether somebody loves working at the company they're working for or whether they feel like they're part of the family of the office. And when you have that feeling, all of a sudden, the work performance that you do as an employee definitely goes up a level because you feel appreciated by the place that you work and you want to do more for that company. The benefit to you as a leader is that you're building that trusting relationship, and if employees are having problems or challenges, they're not going to keep it bottled up inside. It's more likely that they feel comfortable approaching you and telling you about those things. Now, for those who are working virtually or this isn't possible to physically walk by each person's cubicle or office, my tip for you is to check in with a phone call. Now, I know we're all on virtual Zoom calls and it's nice seeing people face to face, but the phone call has become somewhat of a lost art. So many of us are communicating through Slack or text message or email or Zoom call on the other level where you have video and audio, but picking up the phone and calling an employee just to see how they're doing, I mean, it will catch them off guard in a positive way. Now, with the walk around the office tip, that was something that I think you should do every day or every couple days. You might not phone up an employee every single day. I understand that, but doing it periodically just to chat and see how they're doing, maybe on a weekly basis, it's going to go such a long way in, again, keeping that relationship tight, connected, and establishing you as a leader who knows how to communicate to your staff. I hope you enjoyed this, the fourth video in an 8-part series about communication tips for leaders. If you like the content, please subscribe to my channel. I am passionate about all things impactful communication, and make sure you check out the rest of the videos in the playlist.